If your retail unit is empty and has been for more than 3 months, your agent is probably telling you that it's the market. But very rarely is that the full truth. The market is the same for everybody, yet some units let and some units don't. The difference is never the market, it's always specific to the instruction. There are 5 things that decide whether a property sells or lets, and they are the same 5 things regardless of what it is that you're trying to sell or rent. They are what it is, where it is, how it's presented, the price, and the way it's marketed. Now, 2 of those things are given. We can't change what it is and we can't change where it is. We're not going to pick a property up and move it hundreds of miles, and we're not going to knock it down and build something else. So the only 3 that can be properly changed are the way it's presented. When somebody comes to view, does it look like somewhere that they would be able to trade from immediately? Is it clean? Is it tidy? When they pull up outside, they think, oh wow, this could be the next site. Or do they look at it and go, oh crikey, that's taking on a headache and a lot of work? That's the presentation. And as the owner of the property, it's your responsibility to make sure it's presented as best you can. A good agent will talk you through what changes you might need to make in order to appeal to the sort of tenant that your property is likely to attract. Then you have the price. Now, the price is a very important one. You need to be comparing it to other properties that have been on the market similarly, how long things have been on the market, what things have actually sold or let for, not the prices that have been asked for them. Now, again, a good agent will talk you through the comparables and show you where they feel the property sits in the market, but ultimately the pricing decision comes down to you as the owner. If you have a figure in mind that you will not accept less than, regardless of what the facts are saying, then that is your decision. At the end of the day, you are the one responsible for what price you're willing to accept. If that doesn't align with where the market is, fair enough. But take the advice of the professionals. Speak to your agent, ask them what price they think it should be, and see if you can find a middle ground. Then the 5th one is the marketing. How is it being marketed? Has your agent taken a handful of photos, maybe even a video, on their mobile phone, stuck it on a sheet of A4 paper, posted it out to anybody who phones up asking about it, and popped it on Rightmove and sat waiting for the phone to ring? Or has your agent looked at the property, talked through with you who they think would be the most likely tenant, and taken an approach that is going to appeal to those? Have they posted videos of it onto social media sites and groups where people like your ideal tenant spend their time? Have they got a proper walkthrough tour of the property online? Have they had professional photography? Have they sent a drone up into the air to get an image of where the property sits relative to everything else in the marketplace? Can people see where it is on a map nice and clearly? Will they be making a proactive outreach to people who they know are looking for something similar, or even people who don't know that they're looking for something similar? If your unit is ideal for a dental practice, will they pick up the phone and speak to all of the dentists within the local area and say, have you thought about another site? Is your brochure just a couple of pages? Or does it give all of the information that your likely tenant is going to want to need? Have they got floor plans? Ultimately, if you were the likely tenant, would your property stand out to you if you were looking and seeing everything else that was available locally? If not, the marketing, that is an agent issue. And you need to address that with your agent, or find an agent who will target your marketing in a way that will appeal to the right prospective tenant. Will they be holding a structured viewing event like a showcase viewing where multiple prospective tenants come along and they see that competitive tension and they compete with one another to be the tenant that you want to let the property to? So if your unit has been empty for 3 months or more, it's almost never the market. It's one of those 5 things, and it is well worth looking at it and seeing what needs to change in order for you to find a tenant.